Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic that causes someone to doubt their own memory, perception, or judgment. It works through denial, contradiction, and rewriting past events until the target begins to trust the manipulator more than themselves. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping uses shame and moral pressure to control behavior. The manipulator frames compliance as kindness and resistance as selfishness or harm. Love bombing. Love bombing overwhelms a person with attention, praise, and affection to create rapid emotional attachment. Once dependency forms, the affection becomes conditional or is withdrawn. Silent treatment. The silent treatment withholds communication or emotional presence as punishment. It exploits the human need for connection to force compliance without open conflict. Playing the victim. Playing the victim shifts responsibility by presenting oneself as harmed, powerless, or misunderstood. It pressures others to comply out of sympathy or guilt. Emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail uses fear, obligation, or guilt to extract compliance, often framed as, "If you cared, you would do this." Fear-mongering. Fear-mongering exaggerates threats to influence behavior. It keeps people compliant by making non-compliance feel dangerous. Blame shifting. Blame shifting redirects responsibility away from the manipulator. Even when evidence is clear, it prevents accountability and creates confusion. Projection. Projection assigns the manipulator's own flaws, intentions, or behaviors onto the target. It destabilizes the target while protecting the manipulator's self-image. Moving the goalposts. Moving the goalposts changes rules or expectations after they have been met, ensuring the target can never fully succeed. Conditional affection. Conditional affection offers love, approval, or kindness only when the target behaves correctly, creating behavioral control through emotional reward and withdrawal. Passive aggression. Passive aggression expresses hostility indirectly through sarcasm, avoidance, or backhanded remarks, allowing denial of intent while maintaining pressure. Triangulation. Triangulation introduces a third party to create jealousy, rivalry, or validation. It destabilizes relationships and consolidates control. Social proof. Social proof manipulates by implying that most people already agree, comply, or approve, leveraging conformity and fear of isolation. Peer pressure. Peer pressure enforces behavior through group expectations, shame, or exclusion, making resistance feel socially costly. False dilemma. False dilemmas present only two choices. When more exist, pushing the target toward the manipulator's preferred outcome. Straw man arguments. Straw man arguments misrepresent the target's position, making it easier to attack and dismiss. Appeal to authority. Appeal to authority shuts down questioning by citing status, expertise, or hierarchy rather than evidence. Scarcity. Scarcity creates urgency by suggesting limited time or availability, reducing critical thinking and increasing impulsive decisions. Manufactured urgency. Manufactured urgency pressures immediate action to prevent reflection, comparison, or reconsideration. Bait and switch. Bait and switch attracts agreement with one offer, then replaces it with less favorable terms after commitment. Foot in the door. Foot in the door begins with a small request, increasing the likelihood of compliance with larger demands later. Door in the face. Door in the face starts with an extreme request, followed by a smaller one that feels reasonable by comparison. Information withholding. Withholding limits access to key facts, to control decisions, and maintain power. Information overload. Information overload overwhelms the target with excessive detail, causing confusion, fatigue, and reduced resistance. Reputation threats. Reputation threats imply social or professional consequences if the target does not comply. Isolation from support systems. Isolation weakens resistance by reducing outside perspectives, emotional support, and reality checks. Financial control. Financial control restricts access to money or resources, creating dependency and limiting autonomy.